What up, y'all? DJ AlphaTyler back again with another reaction. You guys know what time it is. We've been talking about it for a couple of days. You guys have been blowing up my comments about it. We're coming at you with Machine Gun Kelly rocking The Return. All right. Now, you guys have been telling me that when I listen to this song, I'm going to get some heavy feels. Now, I went ahead and pulled up the video, and I've been looking through the comments down here. And going through these comments, I can see this isn't for fake fans. People have been listening to Eminem for a while, but this broke their heart. I'm guessing this was around the time of Eminem and MGK's beef. Seeing that the fans would know this song, real fans know the lyrics, all that. So I'm getting that this is one of those tracks that's for the fans, and this is something deep with MGK. So I'm excited to check it out. I appreciate you guys recommending it to me. I must have passed your guys' test or something. So let's before we actually get into this video, I want to take a second. I want to thank everybody for being active in my comments. You know, I've been looking at this and kind of talking about it to some of my friends and stuff, and to me, you know, it feels like it's been going on for forever, and it's not even been 2 weeks yet. But you guys have been down in the comments, being active, giving me suggestions, keeping the conversation going. I absolutely appreciate everything that you guys are putting into helping me, you know, make this channel what I wanted it to be, which is a community where we can hang out, we can talk, all that. I also appreciate a lot of the positivity I've been getting. You know, you guys telling me that you can see, you know, that it's honest, and you know, here's the thing. Even if I don't love something, I will appreciate talent, and I appreciate that you guys have noticed that. We got MGK with The Return. You guys have been telling me about this from almost day one, so I'm excited to hear it. I'm excited to get to it. Let's see what we got. Oh, and timeout. So if there's an official music video to this song, I couldn't find it. So I went ahead and went with this lyrics video here. From the preview, it looked like they did a good job putting something that looks nice together. So props to them.
And they say they know me. Fuck out of here. Only God knows what I've been through, man. So if you want to talk, get your facts straight first. And if you really want to know, let me ask you something.
All right, so right off the bat, he's saying, you know, you guys don't know what I've been through, you know. Basically telling critics, don't step up to me because y'all don't know where I'm coming from on any of this. And I can get that. Hey, if you guys have been watching my reactions to MGK, you'll know when I, you know, before I started digging into the guy's catalog of music, my assumption, you know, kind of struck me as kind of a douchebag, you know, had that look, had kind of that attitude in interviews and stuff. So I can get that. I'm sure he picks up a lot of criticism. I don't think I'm alone in, you know, blindly from the outside feeling that way. Definitely, you know, a view that changes when you expose yourself to more of his music. Hoping this one gives me something more. Now, I know I got a spoiler from the comments at about 2 minutes and 20 seconds. He's going to talk about his dad. I remember we were talking the other day, and you know, we kind of started down that. It sounded to me in Alpha Omega like his dad maybe had an alcohol problem or something, maybe a little distant, maybe abusive. So maybe this is going to open that up for me.
Have you ever walked in the shoes of a giant, or had to fill the position of a boss before you were even the client? It's no wonder growing up under the roof of a tyrant that I would be the poster boy for defiance. Now I'm the voice of the silence. Fuck being quiet, I've seen 20 years worth of violence.
All right, so he's talking about growing up under the roof of a tyrant, and I was saying 20 years worth of violence. I'm guessing his dad was more than just an alcoholic. I'm taking it that he was kind of an abusive alcoholic. And so the other side of that too, y'all ain't told me really anything about his mom. You guys have mentioned that he moved around a lot. I'm guessing they were getting away from his dad and all that. But I know you guys were telling me he started off in Texas, then to Colorado, up to Cleveland. At some point, he lived overseas in the Middle East. Arabic may have been his first language, all that. So, okay. So I'm seeing where we're coming from in all this.
I'm tired, it's a burden for me to open my eyelids. Not an undercover cop, but it's safe to say that I'm wired. I can't even get it.
That was a pretty good bar too. Not an undercover cop, but it's to say that I'm wired. I get that because, I mean, once you go through this stuff, you're gonna be wired.
Grip on my life of pliers, I'm fucked up in the head. Close my eyes cause I see demons round my bed. So depressed, open them up, hoping I'm dead. Thought the fame would make it better, but it only fucked me over. Never used to touch a bottle, now I'm hardly ever sober.
Oh, okay. So he's talking about fame here, and he's saying, you know, thought that would help him rise above, you know, and he's talked a lot about writing these songs. That's kind of his outlet and stuff. So now he's saying, you know, finding the fame actually just furthered kind of some substance issues and stuff. Okay.
People wanna be my friend, but where the fuck were y'all when I was 10, 11 and 12, getting bullied and beat up in the gym. I couldn't never get a girl, now all of a sudden I'm the man. Students try to get back cool with me again, fuck them all. Because guess where they gon' be when my record stop playing? Gone with the wind, off in the record shop saying the Kels fell off. I knew it would happen. Stop hating, cause a month ago you was all over my jock saying that I'm that motherfucker. But now I'm whack, motherfucker. Opinions change, but you cannot change facts, motherfucker. If you want bullet points, then call me a gat, motherfucker. I'll lay my whole life out like a mat, motherfucker. Man, I've experienced some things that would stop you from meeting my schizophrenic cousin. Tried to end my life while I'm sleeping.
Woo. All right, so let's unpack a little bit of that. I'll let it play for a minute. But, you know, he started off talking about kids in the gym picking on him, and then, you know, growing up, then they're fans right now. But once he stops playing, or once he stops being that hot thing right now, you know, they're going to say that he fell off and all that. Now he's getting into some other troubles, you know. Schizophrenic cousin tried to end his life while he's sleeping, which is crazy. You know, I can't imagine, you know, family trying to take you out while you're sleeping. But I can definitely relate, you know, to the kids who pick on you in school and stuff, especially if you're a little bit different. You know, you don't really fall into those same lines that they all want you to take. So, all right.
My bummy uncle wanna call now that he sees me succeeding. My mama left me for a teacher, lost my dad to the preaching.
Whoa, hang on, okay.
Wanna call now that he sees me succeeding. My mama.
So his uncle wants to call now that he's doing well. I guess he didn't have a relationship, and then his mama left him for a teacher. So I don't know much about that. So I guess maybe she abandoned him. I'm assuming the dude she abandoned him for would have been a teacher. Lost my dad to the preaching, so that one catches me off. Maybe he'll talk about it in a second. What I had thought so far was that his dad was an alcoholic.
Mama left me for a teacher, lost my dad to the preaching. Half my friends are buried 6 feet, all the rest in the precinct. Literally watched my grandmother die from diabetes. I guess my prayers were answered when my aunt got cancer and beat it.
Yeah, he talks about watching his grandma die from diabetes. I literally watched my grandma die too, and that's tough. I mean, I can relate to that. I mean, mine didn't die from diabetes; she died from cancer. But
Never wanna get her out of job, give her the Garden of Eden. I did a lot of bad shit, God got even, but for the price I had to pay, I wish I'd stop breathing. My girl sat in the bathtub, 8 hours bleeding, hearing the doctor tell us our child's heart stopped beating.
ooh. So is that about his daughter, or is that another?
And fuck a million, I wouldn't take $1 for a life, but I will do what's in my heart and trade this dollar for a mic. I wrote the song in hopes that it could help someone get through the night with no intentions of getting paid. I'm just doing what is right, I do it for the fans. Know the real fans who stuck with me through the storm, cause they understand that there's a genuine pain behind the words I'm saying, and they embrace me, so I thank y'all for staying. Ain't it crazy that passion is my Achilles heel? Either that or keeping it way too real, but they don't know how it feels to feed off the energy of a crowd. Step on stage and they get loud. And Dad, I'ma make you proud. I know we don't speak right now, but I think turning new leaves what we need right now.
Maybe I got this backwards. So did his mom leave? Because I'm seeing now, okay, Dad, I know we don't speak right now, but I think turning new leaves is what we need right now. And then a minute ago, he said that he was going to make his dad proud.
Now I love you, and you may not see right now, but I'm begging for forgiveness. I'm on my knees right now. You saw your
All right, so I'm guessing
son is a dropout, stuck around when I ran. Saw your son as a felon, now see your son as a man. See your son be a father to a beautiful child, or just see your son, Dad, see me smile. Who would have thought what started at the bottom would someday grow?
Hey, So all that to his dad. I mean, okay. So I'm guessing his dad's on the straight and narrow then, and that's kind of where their relationship maybe took some issues. So I can relate in this too. Talking about you saw me as this, you saw me as that. Without making this too much about me, my own personal history. My dad's had his share of disappointment. I've been arrested. I've had those things. I went off to the army, maybe got in relationships he didn't agree with and stuff over the years, and I definitely I know that point of coming back, and then I'm a man now, and it's hey, I've this is where I'm at now, and just hoping that father figure in your life sees you as a man now, and all right.
People in the crowd, unpaid shows, 6 people in the room, 1 meal a day. Another opening act when no one knows my name. Saw the demos that I passed out laying on the ground. Saw the rappers I befriended copying my style. Saw opportunities pass while these fakes got rich. Now I can't stop speeding like my brakes ain't shit. For 6 months I went through hell and back. Right at the height of my success, all of a sudden doctor said I couldn't rap. I had a pilot by my vocal cords, left with a choice. Stop now or possibly lose my voice. But I woke up every morning and recorded till my throat swole shut. Cough blood after every show because it hurt that much. I went weeks without even saying a word to myself. No health insurance, so doctor bills piled on the shelf. But for my daughter and my fam and every single fan, I pushed through it, now I'm back for y'all again. As for my competition, this the beginning of the end. But right now, this is my return, amen. Hell. They say they know me. The fuck out of here.
All right, so that was the return, MGK. Lot in that. At the end, he starts talking about the polyp on his vocal cords. That should have stopped his career and stuff. And he's talking about pushing through and still doing it. And I think about that live reaction we did to Alpha Omega. Where we kind of watched him perform through a broken arm and chipped teeth and all that stuff against the doctor's recommendations. And to me, the thing that this kind of solidifies is just how much kind of stuff, because we've been picking up the stuff as we've been going through his catalog that he's kind of been through, the moving around, raising his daughter, nothing really negative out there about his baby mama. So I assume they've got at least some kind of respect between the two of them. Just kind of looking at the story and seeing everything that should have brought him down, I can see how this song would help a lot of people through a lot of stuff, especially he's talking about all the points there, why he keeps doing it, and how bad it was at one point with no health insurance, but he was still showing up and taking care of everything, and it was for the fans and it was for his family and for all that. What you see is an artist and somebody who's driven by passion, but you also see, all that stuff fuels the passion. I was talking in the Palfu reaction, the last Palfu reaction where I was listening to Scars on My Heart. And, the thing that really stands out to me is just how low you can get sometimes while you're waiting for everything to turn out the right way and waiting to find the right person. Or, in this case, talking about, find that right opportunity and stuff, it probably took me, at least 25 years to realize it's got to be about your passions and what you're doing, everything from, what you're doing as a day job, to even stuff like this, making music or recording these channels and stuff. It's got to be about something you're passionate for. It's got to be something you're willing to do, whether you're getting anything back out of it or not, because that's what's going to drive your successes, and that's what's going to push you through. And I can appreciate this song. I really am, with MGK, I really am kind of finding all these layers that I didn't know existed. And I can find a lot of respect, for him as an artist. Now, the song, the beat was real basic. It didn't really do anything out of the ordinary. The flow was pretty basic, but it's not always about what's flashy and catchy and new and everything. Sometimes it's about, just getting that thing that you've got to say out. And that's what he did here. And I enjoy kind of peeling back those layers and seeing what's really going on behind this guy, because there's a lot pushing what he's doing and where he's coming from and stuff. So, props for this song. I enjoy it. Looking forward to getting into something new. I think the next song we're either going to start looking at, we're either going to do Halo next, or we're going to start getting into the breaking news tracks. I've seen Floor 13 a few times, probably going to move on into that. We got some new artists we want to check out too on the channel. I'm going to do NF. I'm going to do Kendrick Lamar. Got a couple of other things that I've been looking at wanting to get into. If you guys enjoy the reaction, make sure you give it a like. Go check out the content on this page. This lyric video was absolutely beautifully put together. The link will be in the description below. Make sure you subscribe if you want to see what we're doing next. And go check out some of the other videos that we got up. With everything going on in the world, hopefully you guys are staying safe today. I'm going to be watching WrestleMania later this evening. I've been DJ AlphaTyler. Thanks for coming by and checking out the channel. Until next time, peace out.